Most sellers prepping a house for the market pull from the exact same playbook: a fresh coat of neutral paint and updated fixtures. But modern buyers are actively searching for a different update: integrated audiovisual and security technology. We don't have to guess how much buyers value these upgrades. A 2025 study of over 35,000 home listings gives us the exact numbers. In 2023, only 10% of buyers paid extra for smart home features. By 2025, that jumped to 28%, commanding an $18,056 premium. This premium breaks down into increased home valuation for sellers and lower insurance premiums for buyers. You can't just buy every gadget off the shelf, though. Installing highly complex proprietary tech that requires a half-hour tutorial to use actually scares buyers away, turning your investment into a liability. To figure out what actually works, we will evaluate the top 5 AV and security upgrades by weighing their upfront installation cost against their proven return on investment at the closing table. Prioritizing solid foundational infrastructure over flashy, app-locked devices protects your renovation budget and ensures you walk away with the highest possible profit. We're going to map these options out using this matrix. We have installation cost and effort across the bottom, and buyer appeal and ROI up the side. Let's look at the 2 highest appeal security upgrades first. The video doorbell and smart lock combination lands squarely in the low-cost, high-appeal zone. You're looking at a highly efficient $200 to $500 for the hardware and installation, and at resale, you will typically recover 85 to 95% of that cost immediately. Millennials are the largest demographic of homebuyers, and this specific hardware combination speaks directly to them. It solves daily access anxiety by letting them manage housekeepers, deliveries, and contractors from their phones. Next is the Smart Security System, which covers professional cameras and alarms. The data plots it right here in the medium-cost, high-appeal sector. Installation runs between $500 and $3,000. When 65% of surveyed buyers rank Smart Security as their absolute highest requested feature, that upfront cost is well justified. This flowchart tracks the dual financial return of a professional system. It delivers an upward push of up to 5% in the home's total value, while generating up to a 20% reduction in the buyer's insurance premiums. But there is a crucial catch. The system needs to be brand agnostic, or run on an open platform like Alarm.com. Locking a new owner into a heavy proprietary subscription contract will actively push them away. Both of these entry-level upgrades function as immediate psychological cues during a walkthrough. Before the buyer even steps inside, they feel that the property is safe, secure, and entirely move-in ready. Let's bring the matrix back to evaluate whole home smart lighting, like a Lutron system. This sits higher on both axes: high cost with moderate to high appeal. A proper setup requires a serious upfront investment, anywhere from $1,500 to $8,000. In exchange, sellers see a 60 to 75% cost recovery, while buyers inherit up to 50% savings on their lighting energy bills. The real payoff happens before the open house even starts. Smart lighting ensures consistent color temperatures and eliminates dark corners, which makes the rooms look larger and drastically improves the listing photography. You have to commit to whole rooms, though. Leaving a patchwork of standard switches next to smart dimmers on the same wall signals a cheap, unfinished DIY job. Moving deeper into the walls, we evaluate structured cabling and network infrastructure. This lands deep in the high-effort, high ROI quadrant. Running clean Cat6 cable costs between $2,000 and $6,000, but having that hardwired backbone can add up to $10,000 in raw resale value. That value directly reflects the current market, where 90% of buyers require bulletproof internet reliability for their hybrid and remote work setups. Because the cables are invisible, you have to prove they exist. Leaving a clean, labeled network map for the new owners captures the value of the infrastructure by making it tangible. These 2 upgrades play very different roles. Perfect smart lighting wins the emotional side of the initial walkthrough, but clean, structured cabling wins over the inspector and the appraiser by proving the home was built right. For our final upgrade, let's bring up the matrix one last time for pre-wired whole home audio. The data maps it squarely into the high-cost, variable appeal quadrant. This is highly conditional. Whole home audio yields strong returns almost exclusively in the $400,000 plus luxury market. Buyers in starter homes are focused on square footage, not ceiling speakers. If you are in that premium market, the most efficient move is spending $1,500 to $5,000 on foundational speaker wire and volume controls. You don't need to buy expensive proprietary amplifiers for every single room. The goal is simply to have ambient music playing softly during the open house. A warm acoustic playlist overrides logic and helps the buyer build an immediate emotional attachment to the space. Providing a flexible audio backbone rather than a rigid system gives buyers a blank canvas. They plug in their equipment, envision their daily routine, and submit a stronger offer. Before you buy a single cable or camera, remember the golden rule of pre-sale tech. The system has to operate invisibly and requires zero tutorials. To allocate your budget efficiently, look at this breakdown of 3 distinct seller profiles: the quick flipper, the mid-market seller, and the deep renovator. If you are working with a strict budget under $500, stick entirely to the smart lock and video doorbell combination. It delivers immediate curb appeal with almost guaranteed cost recovery. If your budget is in the $2,000 to $5,000 range, prioritize safety. Install professional, brand-agnostic security cameras to secure that 5% bump in your overall home valuation. And if you are doing a deep renovation, never close up the drywall without running structured cabling, installing Lutron lighting, and adding audio pre-wires. The easiest way to lose money is misallocating capital. Putting a luxury audio system into an entry-level home is a wasted expense, because those buyers are counting bedrooms, not speakers. You don't maximize your return by purchasing the most expensive hardware. You win by matching the technological foundation of your property exactly to the expectations of your buyer, resulting in faster sales and cleaner negotiations.